There's still dirt in the seams of my old black jacket, still scars on my hands from nights we survived. Still hear you laugh in the static of a blown out speaker, back when we still felt alive. We were young enough to romanticize damage, dumb enough to think pain made us deep, running red lights at 2 in the morning, like the devil couldn't catch what didn't sleep. Then he came in all smoke and charisma, talking like suffering made you chosen. Every paranoid thought became scripture, every broken impulse became devotion. And you changed slow, then all at once started hearing voices in coincidence, started looking at strangers like enemies, started looking at me with suspicion. 3 a.m. calls saying the walls were breathing. You swore somebody followed your car, you kept a knife hidden under the driver's seat, and said you knew who they were now. And I stayed, God, I stayed, long after fear moved into the room. You can love somebody to death without realizing whose death it'll be. I can't keep pulling you out of the river while you're tying stones around my feet. Can't keep inhaling your chaos and calling it loyalty till there's nothing left of me. I loved you like blood, like family, like a part of my own heartbeat. But somewhere between the madness and the memories, I had to choose survival over sympathy. And oh God, that choice still destroys me. You punched holes through drywall in winter, screamed at ghosts I couldn't see, turned every conversation into a courtroom where betrayal was waiting in everything. And the worst part wasn't the violence, wasn't the fear or the wreckage you made. It was catching flashes of the old you underneath it, like somebody trapped behind collapsing waves. I remember one night in the driveway, cold air engine running, your hand shaking. You looked at me and said, if you leave too, I'm done. And I swear my chest still caves in thinking about that moment, because part of me almost stayed. But there's a line between saving somebody and disappearing into them. I can't keep pulling you out of the river while you drag us both to the deep. Can't keep setting myself on fire just to keep your darkness from freezing. I loved you past reason, past exhaustion, past every promise I could keep. But love can't heal somebody who's holding their ruin like religion. And I finally understood you were drowning and trying to make the water feel holy. Maybe one day you'll wake up somewhere quiet and hate me for leaving. Maybe you'll tell the story like I abandoned you when you needed me most. Maybe that's true, but nobody tells you how brutal it feels to choose your own heartbeat over somebody you would have died for. I was vanishing beside you, piece by piece, till even my reflection looked exhausted. And if I stayed, there would have been 2 graves instead of one. If there's still a part of you alive, beneath the noise, beneath the fear, the rage, the delusion, I hope someday it understands. Leaving wasn't betrayal, it was the last loving thing I knew how to do. Some people sing so slowly, they pull your soul down with them. And sometimes loving somebody means not following them